Good morning, 6th class students. In previous class, we learnt about in science subject the food we need. Food is the basic need for all living organisms, and we learnt some methods of food preparation, and we learnt about food ingredients, and we learnt about spices, and we learnt about the importance of food preservation. Okay, now I will explain about knowing about plants. Second lesson in 6th class science subject, knowing about plants. In this lesson, we will discuss about learning outcomes. First one is identify the plant parts. Already everyone knows about parts of plant. No? Once again, I repeat the parts of plants. If you will observe in plant, we can find out majorly two parts, that is stem, which grow outside of the soil, and root, stem and root. If you will observe in stem part, we can find out branches and leaves and also flowers and also fruits. So these are the parts present in the stem portion. If you will observe roots are grown inside of the soil. What is the function of roots? Roots helpful to absorb water from soil and send it to all parts of the plant. So these are the major parts of a flowering plant. And we have to discuss about different shape, tap root and fibrous root. I will explain about tap roots and fiber roots next. Okay, draw the diagrams of parts of leaves. If you will observe in a leaf, what are the major parts of leaf? If you will observe, see here, this is a leaf. This is a leaf. If you will observe in a leaf, we can find out small lines. That is known as, first one is vein. What is this one? Vein. And we can find out veins and veinlet. Veinlet. Middle part of leaf, that is called midrib. Do you know, children? Different leaves have different shapes. I will explain about structure of leaves in the next class. And we have to make efforts to protect environment by taking care of plants. Do you know, children? Plants are very essential to human beings. They will give fruits, vegetables, and they also keep environment cool. Why? Because they release a gas known as oxygen in the process of photosynthesis. In the process of photosynthesis, plants will take CO2 and release a gas known as oxygen. This oxygen makes our earth to keep clean. Do you know? Nowadays, we are cutting trees indiscriminately, carelessly. What is the reason why we are cutting trees? To construct houses, for agriculture, to construct dams, to construct industries. We are cutting trees. If you will cut the trees, the oxygen content in the atmosphere will be reduces. This leads to cause global warming. All we know about global warming. Nowadays, people suffers with a major problem called higher temperatures. That is called global warming. What is the reason for global warming? Deforestation, cutting of trees. So, to reduce this problem, to overcome this problem, everyone should plant a tree to keep our environment cool. Okay, these are the points which we have to learn in this lesson. Now, I will explain about Activity 1 in lesson 2. All of you open page number 13. All of you open your science textbook and open page number 13. Take one sharpened pencil and they gave one table to you. Table 1. Okay, children. Now fill the table with the help of sharpened pencil. Okay. Start writing. They gave 4 columns. Serial number, name of the plant, root, yes or no, stem, yes or no, Leaves yes or no. Flower yes or no. And they give 4 serial numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Write down. Name of the plant. There you have to write, children. I will tell a new word for you. All we don't know. All you don't know about moss plant. Do you know, children? Moss. It is a plant where moss plants grow. If you will observe in washrooms or bathrooms we can find out a velvety growth. మీరు గనక వాష్రూమ్స్ లో గాని మీరు వాడే వాటర్ ట్యాంక్స్ లో గాని చూస్తే గ్రీన్ కలర్ వెల్వెటీ గ్రోత్, ఒక వెల్వెట్ క్లాత్ లాగా పెరిగే ఒక గ్రీన్ కలర్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్ మీరు గమనించి ఉంటారు. ఎస్ ఆర్ నో చిల్డ్రన్? దే ఆర్ మాస్ ప్లాంట్స్. దే ఆర్ మాస్ ప్లాంట్. నాచు అంటారు మీరు. మామూలుగా వాటర్ ట్యాంక్స్ లో గాని బాత్రూమ్స్ లో గాని చూస్తే ఆ వాల్స్ మీద, వెట్ వాల్స్ మీద, తడి గోడల మీద మనకి గ్రీన్ కలర్ గ్రోత్ అనేది మనకు కనబడుతుంది. దే ఆర్ కాల్డ్ మాస్ ప్లాంట్స్. డూ యు నో చిల్డ్రన్? Moss plant does not have roots. Write on there no. Stem. There also you have to write no. They does not have stems. Leaves. They does not have leaves also. Flowers. They does not have flowers also. So if you observe in the first serial number, you have to write moss plant, and first, second, third, fourth you have to write no, 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 no. Next one, fern plant. First one is moss plant. Second one is fern plant. Do you know, children? These are the leaves of fern plant. These are the leaves of fern plant. This is fern plant leaves. Okay, children? Write down. They have roots. Keep S. They have stem. They have stem. So these are leaves. They have leaves, but they does not have flowers. Write down last. You have to write no. Fern plant have roots, have stem, have leaves, but they does not have flowers. Third one, third serial number. Write down neem. Neem means vapa chettu. You have to keep yes, 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 yes. Means they have roots. They have stem, they have leaves, and they have flowers. Next we have to write fourth column mango. Mamidi chettu. They have mango trees have roots, they have stems, they have leaves, they have flowers also. So these are the parts of plants. Some plants have 4 parts, some have 3 parts. Some does not have these 4. Okay. So, if you will observe in plant, we can find out some plants like mango, neem have stem, leaves, roots, flowers. If you will observe some plants like moss plants which grow on wet walls in bathrooms or water tanks. In moss plants we cannot find out any roots, any stem, any leaves, and any flowers. So based on this table we concluded that different plants having different parts. Some having complete 4 parts, some does not have 4 parts. So this is about parts of plants. Next I will explain about root. Do you know, children? Root is the part which grows under the soil. Root is the part which grows under the soil. This root helps to absorb water along with minerals from soil and transport it to all parts of the plant. Dear children, if you will observe plant, we can find out 2 directional growth. Dear children, the stem of plant grows in the direction of sunlight. The stem of plant grows towards the sunlight, and the root grows towards gravity. And the roots grows towards gravity, gravitational force. Earth has some attraction power. This power helps to grow roots towards the direction of earth. Two-way direction. Stem grows towards the sunlight, root grows towards the gravity. So, root is the part which present inside of the soil, grows towards gravity against sunlight. This root is helpful to absorb water along with minerals from soil and transport to all parts of the plant. Now, I will explain about two types of roots in this section. See here children, now I am showing for you a neem tree. A neem tree. Neem means vapa chettu. If you will observe neem tree, see children, this is the stem part. This is the stem part which grow out of the soil. This is the root part which grow inside of the soil. If you will observe in this root, we can find out a major root that is called tap root. And side we can find out a branch, only branches from the tap root. They are called lateral roots. If you will observe in tap roots, we can find out major root that is called tap root and side roots called lateral roots. If you will observe in tap root, example neem tree, mango, apple, sapota, etc. They have tap roots. Means a major root we can find out here. This is called tap root and side branches will be, they are called lateral roots. If you will observe tap root system seen in neem tree, vapa chettu and also mango tree and also mango, etc. are the examples of taproot system. In taproot system, we can find out a major root that is called taproot and side roots called lateral roots. Dear children, now I am showing a plant for you. See here children, it is grass plant, gaddi mokka. If you will observe in grass plants, we can find out fibrous roots. See here, what is the difference between taproot and fibrous root? Do you find any difference here? Yes. If you will observe in taproot, a main root will be that is called taproot and lateral roots will be that is called lateral roots. This is taproot. If you will observe in fibrous roots, we cannot find out any taproot or lateral roots. Cluster of roots. Cluster means gumpu. Cluster of roots arise from the end of the stem. End of the stem. See here, this is the leaves, grass leaves, and if you will observe in these roots, cluster. Cluster means group, gumpuga. Cluster of roots arise from the end of the stem. These called fibrous roots. What is the major difference between taproot and fibrous roots? In taproot system, we can find out a taproot and lateral roots. In fibrous root system, we cannot find out taproot and fibrous roots. Cluster of thin, very important, thin and similar. Thin and similar cluster of roots arise from the end of the stem. They are known as fibrous roots. Examples of fibrous roots are paddy. Do you know about paddy, children? Paddy means rice and also wheat. Wheat means godumalu and also jowar, jonnalu, etc. are the plants which have fibrous roots. Do you know fibrous roots? In fibrous roots, a cluster of thin means palachana. A cluster of thin and similar roots arise from the end of the stem, known as fibrous roots. So, this is about tap roots and fibrous root. We can find out tap roots in trees like neem, mango, etc. We can find out fibrous roots in paddy, means rice, wheat, godumalu, etc. Okay children, this is about first topic in second lesson, knowing about plants. In this section, we learned about learning outcomes, means what we have to learn in this lesson, and we learned about parts of plants, and we learned about parts of leaf, and we learned about identification of different plant parts, and we learned about taproot and fibrous roots. We learned the differences between taproot and fibrous root, and we learned about examples of taproots and examples of fibrous roots. In the next class, I will explain about next topic in the second lesson, that is knowing about plants. Thank you, children.